if you're watching this video, you probably already optimized your Windows, but I can guarantee you've missed at least one of these 10 lesser known tweaks that can boost your FPS and lower your latency. So first, before making any changes to your PC, always make a restore point. For that, just go into your search bar and type in restore, press on this, then press on create, and you can name the restore point anything. I'll just call it tweaks backup. So this will allow you to revert all of the tweaks back to default in case you need to do it. So the first optimization is going to be optimizing superfetch based on your Windows version. For that, you want to go to search, type in services. In here, press on anything and press S and find sysmain. So superfetch, also known as sysmain, loads apps that you frequently use into your memory to make them start faster. But if you're on Windows 10, it can cause high disk and CPU usage. But with Windows 11, it got a pretty big rework, which made it a lot more efficient. And it also, for some people, causes issues when it's disabled on Windows 11. So what you should do is double click on the service. And if you're on Windows 10, set it to disabled. And if you're on Windows 11, make sure it's set to automatic. So the second optimization is going to be disabling timer coalescing. This one is going to be done in the registry, so press Windows and R and type in regedit and then head over to this path. I will leave all of the paths and commands mentioned in this video in the description, and I'll also leave them in our Discord server, discord.gg/exm, where you can find a bunch of other free tweaks and also amazing tools like our free optimization utility. Anyways, once you're in the path, right click, create a new dword and call it this. Simply leave it at 0. This will disable timer coalescing, which groups background tasks together to save power, but it can lead to inconsistent input delay and frame times, so that's why it should be disabled. The third optimization is going to be enabling write caching, which for that, just go into device manager, disk drives, just select on your main one, which for me is this one, go to policies, and in here you can find enable write caching on the device. Windows already describes what it does, but one thing I can tell you is you shouldn't enable this if you often experience power outages, as that could lead to you losing a bunch of data. But in any other case, keep it enabled. The fourth optimization is going to be disabling dynamic tick. It's basically just a power saving feature that lets Windows pause timer updates, which can lead to inconsistent frame pacing or input delay. But if you're on a laptop with poor cooling or like a low-end PC, again with poor cooling, then I wouldn't do this tweak. But if you aren't, press Windows and R, type in CMD, type in this command, and you have it done. The fifth optimization is going to be enabling task offloading, which that will basically let your network adapter handle certain network related tasks like packet segmentation instead of your CPU, which of course will lead to lower CPU usage and better performance. To apply this tweak, again press Windows and R, type in CMD, and apply this command. So the sixth optimization is going to be disabling NDU, which is a Windows service which tracks your network data usage in the background, which also means that it consumes some memory and CPU resources. So nobody wants to send their data to Microsoft and also lose performance while doing it. So here's how to disable it. This is a hidden service, so you cannot find it in the services app. That means we'll have to disable it through the registry. So just press Windows and R, type in regedit, and copy this path from the description. You should find NDU, and all you need to do is just set the start to 4. That will disable it. So far, if you're finding this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It will help us a ton. Anyways, let's continue. For the seventh optimization, we have another data related service, which is diagtrack or diagnostic tracking. It just collects diagnostic and application data in the background, which again uses your system resources and also sends data to Microsoft. So to disable it, go to services and will be under the name of connected user experiences and telemetry. Just set the startup type to disabled. And if you frequently use things like diagnostic or repair tools, then set it to manual because it sometimes does break them. So for the eighth optimization, we have memory compression. Memory compression saves RAM by compressing pages instead of adding them to the disk, but it comes at a cost of using up a decent amount of CPU usage. So what I recommend doing is if you have more than 16 gigabytes of RAM, you should disable it. And if you have less than 16 gigabytes of RAM, you should keep it enabled because you will be able to benefit from having more free RAM. So to change the setting, press Windows and R and type in PowerShell. And again, just run one of the commands from the description. So the ninth optimization is going to be disabling fast startup, which that will make sure that your PC and all drivers properly restart, which is very important. Anyways, go to Control Panel, Hardware and Sound, Power options, go to choose what the power buttons do. Make sure that under shutdown settings, fast startup is unchecked. So the last optimization is going to be disabling connected standby. Basically, it can just put your CPU into low power state sometimes, which isn't really a good thing. When disabled, you will have more consistent performance. So just press Windows and R, type in regedit, paste in the path from description, create a new dword, and call it this. Leave it at 0. That will disable it. Alright, so that's everything. Make sure to restart your PC so these tweaks work. And lastly, make sure to check out the EXM 2.0 trailer, which just dropped. It's something you don't want to miss.